Well, welcome back to Paradise. I'm going to do a little bit of seeding here. Last time we were here, we finished the harvest. I got somebody working over there on field number 4 picking up the straw. Well, they're windrowing. I'm getting ready to make chaff out of it. That's what I'm going to do. All right, this is field 2, is it? I believe. Field number 2, yeah, it's a pretty good sized field. So I'm gonna start seeding here. Seed field number 2, right there. All right, where's it start? Right there. So let's whip this thing around. Looks like a good starting spot. Oh, wait a minute. Let's stop this guy. Do I really want to do wheat? Let me think. Well, let's see. I got barley, canola, corn. I want some more windrow. You can't count on sometimes you can get windrow off of soybeans. It really depends on the map and the map maker if he's going to allow you to do that. So I'm going to go with oats because I haven't done oats for a while. We'll do oats on this one. That makes windrow. I've also got a truck out there selling, so I should probably go and see how he's doing. Whoa, he's back already. Because I'm still renting equipment. I can't remember what I was watering. What was I watering? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm trying to sell a little bit of the wheat that I've got here. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be a quiet live stream. I blame it on Big Hoss. I understand he live streamed for about 20 hours this morning. I'm exaggerating, but I think he said about 6 or 7 hours anyway. And then went on to live stream on American Truck Simulator. So he's probably got everybody all tuckered out, but that's okay. I don't mind. I get to play my game. And if I end up talking to myself, so be it. It's okay. Let's go see how the windrower's going. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Oh, I need to fix this. Let's make this time. I'll set it up to 5. We need to get this guy going. I bet I can probably get this guy started, even though that field isn't quite finished. First of all, let's see what the windrower is doing. The windrower is doing straw field 4. Okay. So we want to set this guy on straw field 4 also. So let's do that. Straw field 4. I think it's down here. We could probably put that up into the straw folder. And straw field 2 also. And then we've got harvest field 4 we can put up into harvest. And we've got mow field 5 we can put into grass. Now wait, where is field 5? Is that where Enterprise is? Field 5? Too many maps. Yeah. Yep. That's where he's at. All right, let's go back to this guy. And there's his start. Let's get him started. I gotta make sure he's in the right. What in the world? Oh, I've got 2 combined courses. Good thing I looked at that. All right, so we gotta go back to Straw Field 4 right there. All right. And where am I? I am. Why is it showing me? Oh, it was a trick. An opticlaw illusion is what it was. Let me get him started. Oh, got to spread him out first. Okay, let's go back. Turn it on. It looks like he's in the right position, but just in case, I'll pull forward just a little bit and let him go. Turn my little spy eye off. Everything's back to normal at the old homestead here, and I haven't got to play for a couple days. I just haven't. I've been kind of burned out, I guess. Getting there anyway. I've had a couple of people want me to look at videos from Farming Simulator 2017. I guess people like Daggerwind, they must have the game early, and he's actually got several episodes into it. I refuse to watch them. I didn't refuse. I'm just saying I'm not going to watch them, because I want the experience of seeing it fresh myself before I watch somebody else play it. So I'm not even going to watch any of those videos. I haven't even watched the teaser videos. So, yeah, I'm just not going to. We get the game next week. I want to see it for myself. The only thing I did see that I was a little disappointed about was that we get a new map, but the second map is that Russian map that I never played from the DLC that we got, the last DLC, because it looked like you were farming in Fallout 4 after a nuclear world war. It was I didn't care for that map at all, and I have to say that I didn't really try. I did a cursory drive around the map when we first got the DLC, and I didn't care for the way it looked. I didn't care for all the rust, all the metal, all the steel. Everything looked like it had been bombed out. That didn't interest me at all. I like to see the lush green, nice maps. I don't know, just my personal preference. And I never gave it a chance. I never played it at all. I did a cursory drive around that map, and then I never opened it up again. And that's what we're getting in 2017. So they're doing the same thing they did in 2015. They're giving us a new map and an old map that we got in the DLC. And I'm hoping that's the only negative thing that I have to say about it. I guess other than that, there's some pretty good features to it. But again, I've tried not to listen or look. I've got to get a truck for this guy. So, and he's busy selling. Is he on the way home? I hope so. We do have another tractor and trailer. Let's find that. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I'm using the tractor. I'm using the tractor for this guy. Oh boy. I don't have a spare tractor. I got this guy, and I've got this guy. I suppose I could give this guy a shot. Alright. Where's that trailer at, though? Oh, boy. I know where it's at. It was in a silage pit. Where's the silage pit? Is that on a different farm? Or is it over here? No, it's over here. Oh, I put it in the shed. This tractor, I don't know if this tractor is going to be beefy enough to pull this guy. But I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, let me turn off some of this stuff here. I don't really know if that bothers anything. If you've got the drive mod and you have everything turned on, when you go into course play, it only allows you to use the four-wheel drive. And I don't know if it really makes a difference if you have everything else turned on before you start using course play or not. He can't have that much left. Oh, I guess he does. He still has almost 500,000 liters there. I should have used this as a test. I'm playing all by myself. I debated. I was going to do American Truck Simulator, and I thought, nah, I haven't done one of these for a while, farming. So I better do a farming one. I could always change. If nobody's going to be here, I can do anything I want, and nobody will care. Oh, I got to catch this guy. Come on, buddy. Slow down, give me a shot. Did I do 2 clear around? I guess I did. Hang on, let me get close enough. Here, shoot me some chop. I keep looking to see if... Oh, look. He can't keep up. Oh, boy. That guy's really motating. I wonder if I got him empty enough that we'll keep going, though. I may have to sneak up on him and get ahead of him somehow. See if I can pick up speed down this hill. Alright, give me some more chow. I don't know why I'm taking more chow if I don't know if I have the power to haul it. Okay, that might have to be it. I keep looking over to see if I've got this thing running properly, because I'm sitting here all by myself. I don't know if I have this thing running or not. Okay, I just screwed up. I happened to look over and I had it set on private. And I swear I had it set on public when I set it up. Now I don't know. Oh man. I guess we call that a learning experience. No, I swear I had it set up as public. This is the first time. Normally what I do is I go in and I set everything up and I just go live. This time I set it up on an event in advance, and I swear I had it set on public. Oh well, live and learn. My fault. Doggone it all. Now here I blamed it on Big Hoss. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Now I feel terrible. Well, I'm into it 17 minutes and nobody showed up. My own fault. I had it set on private. I just changed it. I hope it took effect. It's going to be kind of a boring episode, I think. And now you know why I don't stream. It's bad luck for me for some reason. Oh man, that's a hell of a drop there. I didn't realize that. I need to stop that guy. He's full up and he's probably missing all kinds of stuff. Alright, that guy's finished. I need to swap tractors, I think. Let me find him. And I think that's the only field that I have to windrow. I don't think I have to windrow anything else. So let me get rid of that. Let's get rid of... oh, this is a rented piece of equipment. Oh. Okay. Well, shoot. Let me get rid of this. I'll swap this guy out. Because that tractor's not big enough. And I've already got this guy leased anyway. Let me swap these tractors. Send this guy back to the barn. I'm assuming this guy's a little bit bigger engine-wise than that one. May not be. Maybe I better check before I do this. Okay, the Lamborghini is 220. And what was I using? The Blanc is 360. Oh, it is bigger. It is bigger. That is the Blanc, isn't it? It's bigger, by golly. Here. So I might as well. Let me get out of this. We're going to go to that. And let's see. The Lamborghini's going back. Let's return it. And the Squadro can go back. Return that. Alright. Get back in him. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I might just wait and till that guy's done with the wheat. I'll keep working him, but I can't keep up with that guy. Is he gonna make it? Come on. Up you go. Oh, man. He's struggling. I'm going to have to give him a little more beef, I think. Using the drive mod, see if I can get him up this hill. Come on. Hey, Haas. I'm not doing very well. And I blamed you for it. I apologize for that. My luck, you can't hear me. That's the way it's been. Oh, man. Let me go find my truck. See where he's at. What's he got left? I think I'm going to stop him after this. Can you even hear me, Big Hoss? You can. Okay. Yeah, I blamed you. It's, what, almost a half hour into the stream, and I wasn't getting anybody, and I thought, well, this is going to be a real quiet stream. And I said it's all Big Hoss's fault because he streamed for 20 hours this morning and sucked up all the people that wanted to watch farming. And well, it wasn't until about 25 minutes after the hour that I found out that I had it on private. And I swear to God, when I set it up, I had it set on public. Okay, how does that work? See, I don't know what's going on because it's my own fault. I tried to do an event this time because I've never used an event, and I swear I had it set for public, but I was using two computers because if you notice in the stream, I put a couple of overlays in. And so I was working with two computers, and I'm thinking both of the computers that I used, I was signed in as myself. And I think what happened was I had one set at private and one set at public. It's the only thing I can think of, because I swear one of them was public. And I think I had the wrong one set to public. Stuck on start. Yeah. Anyway, I feel kind of bad. I was getting lonely. I thought it's my own fault because I haven't done the live stream in a while, and I thought, oh crap, nobody's watching. I'll go back to just doing videos, I guess. Just kidding. I'm feeling kind of woe is me right now. The only good thing about it is I had Haas to blame. But now I found out that that wasn't right either. All right, I'm going to get back to farming. Anybody wants to come in and watch, they can watch. I won't be alone anymore. Oh, woe is me. Oh, he's done. Let's get him stopped. And let's get rid of that. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. I got stuff to do. Places to go. People to see. Yeah, so it was kind of weird because I thought after I did that, then I thought, okay, now my sound isn't running in, so nobody can hear me. And so I literally am talking to myself. Oh, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, we're on field 1. Let's switch over and seed field 1. Get some work done. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, I had to refresh too. Right in the middle of it. Oh, man, I feel so bad. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm looking at some stuff here. Oh, shoot, I just lost my chat. Hang on. How's that happen? Okay, Lynn, I just set you up. I don't know if I did it right, but I hope so. I've never done that before. But good to see you here. Good to see anybody here after I screwed up. But yeah, hey, you don't gotta learn that somehow. Gotta learn. All right, now let's get my truck over here. See if I can load some seed into this thing. Now, see, I don't have to use Lynn's trick anymore because I changed seeders. Lynn is in the chat, and she's the one that taught me the little trick about backing between the tractor and the fertilizer tank and filling everything from fuel to fertilizer to seed. But I'm using a different seeder now that only takes seeds, so I don't really have to do that right now. Is okay. Technically, I only had, I think, 1 or 2 people spamming me, so it wasn't too bad. If I knew how to handle it, I would have handled it myself, but I don't. I don't know. This new technology is too much for me. Not really. All right, let's see. Do I still want to do oats? Let me do some barley this time. I'm trying to stick with stuff that are going to give me chaff. Well, Haas, how are we going to fix that? You go, girl. Well, shoot fire. How do I get those guys back over here? This is terrible. Oh, man. If you could only see my face right now, I look like a tomato with a headset on. Go check my truck. I need to get this guy. Let's stop him and move him down to the field. Hey, Joseph, glad you made it. I thought I was going to be all alone tonight. Oh, man, that's a dip. Ow, ow. Let's see, where do I want to go? It's getting dark on me, too. I'm going to take a shortcut. I probably shouldn't. Wouldn't be the first time, though. Weehaw. I almost came in on Cherry Hills tonight, but then I thought, no, I can't do that because if I live stream on Cherry Hill tonight, I still have, I think, at least one episode that you haven't seen yet on the Let's Play. So I decided, oh, I'll go back on Paradise. Only got a few more days until 17 comes out. I did desert you, but it wasn't my fault. It was Big Hoss's fault. I'm blaming on everything on you, Hoss. You got bigger shoulders than I do. No, Joseph, it was a comedy of errors. I was using two computers to get set up because I have a couple of new overlays that I'm using. And if you notice, I have that chat overlay in there. You see that on your screen. I don't see it on mine. Yeah, I know. I saw you going to do that convoy, Big Hoss. I almost thought about joining you. Okay, let's see. Let me get back over to this combine. Yeah, I was talking earlier, but nobody heard me because I didn't know. I just did not realize that I had the stream set up on private. I do private when I do testing, and like I said, it was. If you look at the screen, you'll see a couple of new overlays, and the chat one's kind of complicated. So, consequently, I left the stream setup on private while I tested it. But I was using two computers to do it. And unfortunately, I put one on private and one on public, and it just so happens that the one I started the stream on was the one that was set on private. And I didn't know it till about 20 minutes into the stream, and I started thinking, well, I should have at least somebody. So anyway, it was just too funny, actually. It was just terrible. Just terrible. So, yeah, and Hoss was doing, as I said earlier, a 20-hour live stream. I don't know what got into him, but he got up at 6 o'clock this morning, his time, and decided to live stream all friggin' day. And he also is live streaming an Oregon map. Well, I live in Oregon, and I was going to play that map. Actually, I have been playing that map. I've been playing that map for about 3 or 4 days now. But he decided to live stream it for about 20 hours. So I hate to say it, Hoss, but I snuck in without logging in just to take a look to see how you were doing. So I watched you a little bit. I just didn't want to interrupt you, so I didn't log in. I didn't sign in. So I was sitting in the back of the room just watching you. All right. So I also was talking earlier about Farming Simulator 2017. I've had a couple of people want me to look at the trailers and look at the... I don't know how they did it, but people like Daggerwin already have the game. And he's already done, from what I can tell, several episodes of live play, or of Let's Plays on 2017. And I had some people want me to go watch it. And I said, no, I don't want to. Because the game comes out next week for me. And I want everything to be a big surprise. I want everything to be fresh. So I didn't want to watch those. I don't normally watch other YouTubers anyway, and I kind of explained that. I'm in trouble because I exaggerated. It wasn't 20 hours. It was 19. But anyway, I was saying earlier I was a little disappointed because I heard that one of the farms that they're going to use, one of the maps, is the Russian one that we got on our last DLC. I didn't care for that at all. I did a cursory drive-through of that map when that DLC came out, and I never opened that map ever again. It was like farming in Fallout 4. It was, everything is rusty and bombed out metal, and I just didn't like it at all. And that's what we're getting for a second map in 2017. And it doesn't really surprise me, and I'm not really all that disappointed because I hear the other map is pretty good. But that's about all I've heard, and I don't want to hear any more because I want to be surprised. Oh. Heavy sigh. Yeah, but anyway, I did see just a snippet before I decided not to watch on 2017. The snippet that I saw was somebody selecting a character, and you get to choose male or female. I think when I start 2017, I'm going to play a girl. But then I decided, no, I better not, because that means I'd have to work too dang hard, because women work harder than men. I'm pretty sure of that. So I'm going to go ahead and play as a lazy guy, like I always do. So, Big Haas, it sounded like you were liking that Oregon map pretty well. Like I said, I played it for about 3 or 4 days now, and it's pretty good. The only problem I have with it is the farms. There's no place to store your equipment. There's barns there, but they're not very big. So big equipment that you have, you can't really fit in the barn. I went into one of the barns with a trailer like this and got stuck because the barn ceiling's too low. So there's no place to stage your equipment that I found. Other than that, I kind of like the map. Oh, and there's fences everywhere. Let me get this chap out of here. It's getting dark on me. I'm going to have to call it a night here. On the game, that is. Get into the next day. I want to get the seeding done. I'm going to turn the time down to 1 so I can get the seeding done. All right, down the hill I go. Got these long shadows going on, so... Oh, shoot. Oh! Wee-haw! I thought I was driving the General Lee. I keep forgetting there's a difference in terrain there. I'm kind of getting anxious to stream American Truck Simulator because I find it kind of hard to play American Truck Simulator in a Let's Play because you don't have time to go anywhere. You really don't. If you do a 30 to 40 minute Let's Play on American Truck Simulator, you've only gotten half a load done. So I've been looking forward to do some live streaming on that. And the only problem is that I don't think I'm going to be able to use my Track IR. So I'm going to still have to use the mouse to look around. I'm thinking I might try it, but see, if I have the Track IR on and I'm looking at the chat, my head's going to be going back and forth all the time, and that's going to make somebody dizzy if it doesn't make me dizzy. Let's get this thing back. What? A third spiritual eye? A third one? I don't think I have the first two spiritual eyes. I'm terrible at that kind of thing. What'd you get rid of, Hoss? Your your third spiritual eye? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Uh-oh, I lost my chat again. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I know. You know, I'm pretty easygoing as long as somebody isn't cussing and screaming, causing trouble. But then again, here's the thing. I would not go on. Well, I'll give you an example. I was on one of Big Hoss's live streams here a week or so ago, and it was right after he was done, I started my own live stream. And I told Hoss, I said, you know, he was kind of surprised that I was live streaming in a way because I hadn't been live streaming much. And I told him, I said, well, I didn't say anything while I was on your live stream because, you know, that's your live stream. I'm not going to, you know, blow my own horn and advertise myself on your live stream. That doesn't seem right. And so, in that respect, I don't really like somebody kind of jump in on somebody's coattails. And that's what I told Hoss. I said, you know, I didn't think it was right for me on his live stream to say, hey, I'm going to be live streaming today too. It didn't seem right to me, so I didn't say anything. And so I started live streaming, and Hoss came on and said hello and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Didn't know you were going to live stream. Well, yeah, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't think it was my place to tell you I was going to live stream right while I'm right in the middle of your live stream. You know, that didn't quite seem right. Hey, Houston, how you doing? You actually live in Houston? I like Texas. I got a lot of friends in Texas. But I kind of feel the same way. I'm kind of weird about stuff like that. To me, and I'm not talking about everybody else, I'm talking about the way I feel. If I'm talking to somebody in real life and I've got sunglasses on, I will take my sunglasses off because I think it's rude of me to talk to somebody when they can't see my eyes. So, you know, that's just, again, that's just me. I know a lot of people will keep their sunglasses on, and a lot of people need to. They've got sensitive eyes or something like that. To me, I just feel it's rude if I do that because I've always believed you're going to talk to somebody, you need to look them in the eye. And but I feel the same thing about hats. I guess I'm old school. I don't wear a hat in the house. I come in the house and take my hat off. You know, you wouldn't find me at the dinner table with a hat on. And I've seen people, videos of people having Thanksgiving dinner with baseball caps on that are full of sweat and, you know. Back in my day, you took your hat off as a as a show of respect, and you held a chair out for a lady, and if a lady got up from the table, you stood up. Now, I got into trouble quite often with that, and I would have people tell me, this is when I'd be having dinner with somebody who was maybe a feminist. Nothing against that, they can be anything they want, but I had a lady, I shouldn't say it was a lady, it was a young girl, or a young woman, I should say. And she got up from the table. We were at dinner, and it was a formal dinner. We were in black shirt tuxedos, white shirts and tuxedos. It was a formal dinner. I worked for the government at the time, and we were at a meeting where I was one of the guest speakers, and I happened to be at a table that, a young lady got up to use the restroom or whatever, and I stood up, and she got mad at me and read me the riot act about how I offended her by doing that, because she was, she didn't say she was a feminist, but she said I had offended her. And I apologized, and I said, look, that's not how I was raised, and I would rather offend you than offend my mother, who taught me to be a gentleman to ladies. So, I'm sorry I offended you. But what else could you say? Dang it, I keep losing my track. Somebody's moving my mouse. Must be me. All right, I got it back, I think. All right, back at it. Drive off the road. I love this this mod, Real Daylight mod, but I tell you, when it gets dark, it gets dark. It gets so dark you can't see, literally. You can turn the lights on your rig, you still can't see anything. So I try not to do too much work at night. And the other funny thing about it is the length of the shadows. As the later it gets in the workday on this map with that mod on, the longer the shadows get, until such time as they unstitch themselves. And look, my shadow. Look, see where my shadow is, way over there. That's what I'm talking about. It's almost like it's unstitched from the rig, and it's just floating way over there, 100 yards away. And it doesn't do that till it gets really dark. And now it's back again. No, it's not. See, it's way over there. I feel like Peter Pan. Somebody needs to stitch my shadow back on. I hope I get this field done before I have to seed it. There's something you probably need to know about that chat you're seeing on your screen. Because I have to pull the chat out into an overlay, it's actually got more delay than it would normally. And so I have to decide whether it's worth using or not. Well, the only reason I kind of put it in is when when I'm done with the let's play or the stream, this thing will automatically go up to YouTube as a video, and you won't be able to see who I'm talking to unless whenever somebody says something, I have to say, oh, such and such is asking me this. So I thought, well, if I had the chat actually in the video, then I wouldn't have to do that. But I don't know. Maybe there's quite a delay on it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mentioned earlier I was watching a live stream, and I was actually farming on the Oregon map while I was watching it. Just like the old days when I used to watch YouTubers. I mentioned earlier that I don't watch a lot of YouTubers, and primarily I don't watch a lot of farming YouTubers. I mentioned, I was going to say, when I mentioned that, the reason why, and I got sidetracked. Whoa! I really got sidetracked. Anyway, the reason why I don't watch a lot of other YouTubers is because I used to get grief from some people that would comment on my channel and my videos that I was copying somebody else, or I was ripping them off by what I was doing because somebody else was doing the same thing. So since I didn't have time to watch a lot of other YouTubers, I pretty much stopped watching the farming YouTubers, because that way if somebody came on and said, hey, you're ripping off such and such, or you're doing exactly the same thing they are and it's not right, I could say honestly that I don't know what you're talking about, because I don't watch that YouTuber, so I have no idea what they're doing. And yeah, and I found it easier for me to just concentrate on my own channel and not worry about whatever anybody else was doing, because the other thing is it would make me feel bad. Now, I mentioned earlier I was watching Big Hoss playing the Oregon map, and I happen to live in Oregon, and so I thought that might be a good one for me to play. Well, back in the old days, I'd be all upset because I would think, oh great, somebody else is already playing that map and now I can't play it because somebody's going to say, oh, you're ripping them off playing the same map they're playing. I don't think that way anymore, but there, when I was pretty early on my YouTube page, those kind of things used to bother me, because I didn't want anybody thinking that I was doing something somebody else was doing, and therefore I shouldn't be doing that because that was their domain. And I think that's all kind of silly now, because there's so many people on YouTube doing so many things. I told somebody one time when they accused me of ripping off another YouTuber, that, you know what, with the few little viewers I've got, I don't think that other YouTuber even knows I exist. And I can tell you right now that even if they did know I existed, I'm no threat to them, and they know it. And I don't think they give it a second thought if I do something that's similar to what they're doing. Yeah. Well, this is almost done. Here, I thought the other one was going to be done seeding, and I screwed up and left the stupid truck in the road. I'm also thinking that when Farming Simulator 2017 comes out, I think we're going to be able to get new maps right off the get-go. I don't think we're going to have to wait that awful long for new maps, and I kind of feel bad about that in a way, mainly because I don't, well, you've seen me get all excited about playing a new map. I don't want to play a new map for a while. I want to enjoy That's going to be tough for me to stick to one map. Hi, WP. Glad to have you on. I went over to your page and watched some of your YouTubes the other day. Good job, buddy. Learning from me. Oh man, that was your first mistake. No, actually, I do a lot of goofy things when I play, and I don't have to. I could do everything better, and I could, I used to tease people that I'm not a farmer, but a professional farmer, but I play one on YouTube. And in some respects, I could be a professional player on some of these games. But then, where's the entertainment in that? So, I kind of like to goof around and have fun and play the game, make mistakes. And the funny thing is that there's still a lot of people that learn a lot of stuff from me, or have in the past. And I always kind of shake my head and think, well, I'm glad I could help them because I really enjoy that part. But I don't know. Is WP part of the ATS crowd tonight? Farming Simulator, good to have you back. All right, I think that seeder's done. How many fields do I have anyway? Just these three? 1, 2, and 4. Yeah, I just have these three. That's okay. I'm going to stick with that for now. Where's the other harvester? Let's get him back. He's done. Let me stop him. Put his pipe out, let him smoke it. All right, Lynn. No problems. Lynn lives in the same time zone that I do, so she offered last week to kind of be one of my moderators. When are you guys gonna start playing tonight on ATS anyway? I didn't look. I knew you were gonna. I just haven't looked. Well, that wasn't worth putting in there. That's really weird. That didn't take any seed at all on this field. That's strange. When I'm done. You're waiting for me to be done? Well, thank you, guys. Yeah, I know. You didn't schedule it that way. But thanks anyway. That's great. I kind of want to play with you. Like I said, I want to do some live streaming of American Truck Simulator. Oh, that hurt. All right, let's see. Let me find my... What field is this? 4, okay. Sounds like a Christmas song. What field is this? I'd sing, but I don't know how. I'm not very good at singing. There's a lot of things I can carry in a bucket. A tune is not one of them. All right, let's go. Am I doing barley again? Let's see. I don't know how to do that. I've never played multiplayer or anything. I'm a loner. You guys, by the time I figured out how to get in there, you guys would be done. All right, let's see. What am I doing? Let's swap out to... Oh, boy. I'm going to go ahead and do some wheat. Why not? And M-I. Drive the course. Okay, let me ask you guys. Haas, WP, somebody. If I have somebody as a moderator, when I first kind of came on, it said something about you can only have one moderator, or was I reading that wrong? Can you have more than one moderator? I know on Twitch you used to be able to, but I haven't done Twitch in a year. Alright, let me let this guy go. Let me get these equipment. Oh, I rented this guy. Let me get out of there and send him back. I need to buy it though. Let me entertain you. Let me get rid of this. Return that and return this. And back. What else did I have rented? I had a tractor rented, didn't I? Or did I send that back? I sent that back. Never mind. Never mind. Well, I wonder what that was I was reading that said one moderator. Okay, Haas, you say you've got 7 moderators, but you probably don't have all 7 on at the same stream, do you? Oh. Did I fill that bunker up yet? Let me go check this. Let me go check. I did. It's full. Okay. What about this over here, though? Oh, shoot. I don't have any silage in there. Probably because I didn't have any silage. Let me dump this. See how much silage I've got. Might not be enough. Holy smokes. Keep running over those poor chickens' troughs there. The Poe chickens. Uh-oh. Do I need to swing wide, sweet chariot here? All right, that's how I made Lynn one. Was clicking that, like you said, the 3 little dots. And stuff. So let me ask you guys, what do you think of the overlay I have of the chat in the window? Do you like that or not? I debated putting... I don't like a lot of overlays because I like to see the whole screen. But I didn't know. Like I said, I had kind of a reason for doing that. I kind of thought that it might be easier as somebody else just watching after the stream was over, watching the recording. It might be easier for them to see who I was talking to. And that way I didn't have to, pretend like I'm a radio personality and, well, we just got a phone call from such and such that said blah, blah, blah. And if you can see it, I wouldn't have to do that. So I don't know. Let me know if you like that or not. Like I say, when I'm playing, I don't see that. It's not on my screen. Did I not get enough? Oh boy. Oh, it almost filled that. Enough that I can get some forage, so that's good. Let me just set this guy over there and stop him. See how he's doing. I can turn my little eye off, I guess. Boy, Haas, if you're interested in this one, I found him on the internet. It's actually pretty easy to do. I looked at it. I think all I did was type in. Well, you're not using OBS, but that doesn't matter. I think he has instructions for whatever it is you're using. I can't remember. You told me, and I just don't remember. XSplit. Are you still using XSplit? Sorry, turn my mic off for a second. I'm actually looking right now for the link to that video that I watched. I watched a whole bunch of them on how to do it. I didn't like most of them, but this one worked pretty good. I almost didn't use this one because he uses a program like Spank My Monkey or something. That's not it, but it kind of sounded like that to me, and I thought, oh, I'm not using a stupid program like that. Well, I found out that most of them take a third-party program, so I kept watching, and I decided I'd give it a shot, and it turned out that it was pretty good. But let me see if I can find it. I was just looking at it before the live stream to make sure that I had it set up right, so it should be right in my history here. Hang on, I gotta turn some speakers down. You guys are hearing some stupid commercials on my other monitor here if I don't. Let's see. Let me see if that's it. Is that it? Okay, I think I found it. Hang on though. Alright, this is it. This is a pretty good way to do it, Haas. Like I said, I looked at a whole bunch of others and I didn't like most of them. So let me get my chat back and see if I can do this. Hopefully that worked. I hope. All right, there you go. Let's see if that works. I saw Big House Big Hoss, Big House. Big Hoss, I saw, he says yes, that he uses OBS. I've got the font turned down on my other computer, so that it's kind of fine, and I'm having trouble reading it. I need to beef it up a little bit. But I thought he said yes, but he has big abs, and he's typed OBS, and I saw it as ABS. I thought, well, what do I care if you've got big abs, you big Hoss? I was talking about a program, then I read it again, and oh, it says OBS. Silly me. Yeah, the other day I was talking about the YouTube and the thumbs up, thumbs down concept, you know. I don't really like that kind of thing. And I don't mind the criticism, that's not it. And I do like the thumbs up. When somebody says they like it, of course I do. Of course I like that. I don't like the whole concept of up and down, and that you're forced to do it by YouTube to get better ratings on YouTube. That you're kind of forced into it. So everybody does it. Please spam the like, because it makes my channel get recognized better. I don't like it for the simple reason that, and I explained this in a Let's Play the other night when I started rambling. I felt bad about rambling so much. WP Docket says he lives in the big house. Yeah, I know. I've seen his pictures. But anyway, I felt bad after I started ranting, and it wasn't in a vicious way. I don't rant that way. I just get on a subject, and if I get passionate about it, I keep going on it. And I feel bad because sometimes after I've made the point that I wanted to make, I still go on with it, and I shouldn't. I just get passionate about some things. And I was talking about this thumbs up, thumbs down thing, and I kind of mentioned that in my mind, the people that put the thumbs down are the kind of people that just jump from page to page and just spam the down page, whether they like the video or not. And I'm kind of old school. If I don't like something, I don't tell the person, oh my God, I hated that. I just don't watch it. I go to the next thing, because I don't see any point in just telling somebody I don't like what you're doing. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean somebody else doesn't like it. So that's kind of why I don't like the thumbs down business. The other reason is I tend to think that some of the people that do the thumbs down thing are the same kind of people that will walk through. Now, I'm pigeonholing people, and I apologize for that. And I may be completely wrong. But I think in my mind, a lot of times, those are the same kind of people that will walk through a parking lot with a key and key people's cars for no reason. And when I explained that when I worked for the bank, when I was a commercial loan officer for a bank, we used to get complaint letters. And a lot of the complaint letters were like from very eccentric people that do nothing but sit home and write complaint letters about everything to everybody. But what used to upset me was the bank took the complaint letters so serious, because they were complaint letters. So you could have 99 out of 100 people say they loved the bank and they loved everything you're doing, but one person sends in a complaint letter and the management just went ape. Oh my God, we got to change all of our policies because one person's complaining. Now, I'm exaggerating slightly, but that's kind of how I feel about the people that use the thumbs down button too much, I think. And in some respects, it could be hurtful to somebody that's trying to start their YouTube page out and take those things serious. Now, do I take the thumbs down serious? Well, in a way, but I look at it like, okay, so you don't like what I'm doing. that doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't like it. And I don't take it personal because it may be somebody that doesn't like my voice, or somebody that doesn't like the way the game I'm playing. That happens a lot. They just don't like the game you're playing. So anyway, I was talking about that, and I kind of got, after I made my point, I kept on ranting, and I got a little upset when I finished the episode, and I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna have to cut all of that out because I went way overboard. I decided to leave it in, and I made the caveat when I left it in that, hey, if you think I went overboard and I shouldn't be doing that anymore, just tell me in a comment, and because if I erased all of that, you'd never know I even did it. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna leave it in and see what people think. And I did, and I got several comments on it, and most of the comments said, no, that a lot of the, well, I had one guy tell me that you need to rant more often. Those are the funniest videos you do. And I had another guy tell me that, yeah, if I didn't want you to talk about something, if I had to choose about something that you do or say in your videos that I don't want to hear, it's when you downgrade yourself about being small potatoes YouTuber compared to, you know, the big potato guys. So, you know, you shouldn't do that. And I thought, okay, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't. Yeah, I know, Lynn, I kind of think the same way. And that's kind of why I kind of referenced it as, you know, if I see somebody that I go to a YouTube page and I don't like, I don't give it a thumbs down just because I didn't like it. And I'll give you an example. I don't like cursing. Now, do I not curse? Oh, you better believe I do. But I've just hit my thumb with a hammer when I do. There's a reason that I curse. I don't go walking down the street saying F you to everybody instead of good morning. And I hate these YouTube pages where you go in and they're playing a game, and it's usually a shoot 'em up game, and it's, oh look, I shot that effing guy in the effing head, and he's not getting effing up again because I just did a very effing job of shooting him. I won't watch a YouTube page that does that. It doesn't interest me whatsoever. Because, for one thing, I don't think it's called for. What did it add to the video? So, do I go and put the guy a thumbs down? No, I don't, because that's his prerogative. He wants to do that. It's my prerogative if I don't want to watch it. But what good is me giving him a thumbs down over it? You know, really. It's his business, not mine. And so, no, I just don't watch his channel. So I don't vote with my thumb, in other words. I vote with my channel button. Yeah, I know it. I've been told everybody's got a personal opinion. Keep it to yourself. Yeah, okay. Normally I do, but sometimes I just, like I say, sometimes I get passionate about something, especially if it's something that I see that just happened and is fresh on my mind. And the reason, you know, I got to talking about the people that do a lot of cursing on YouTube pages, and they seem to get millions of viewers. So somebody must like it, really. And, you know, I kind of look at the human beings in America lately, and it used to be that you wouldn't hear any of that kind of language in public. And every year it gets to be more prevalent, and which means it's more okay to do it. And I got on this kick about the YouTube pages when I saw somebody, they were talking about YouTube trying to stop some of the bad language and stuff on YouTube pages, and so that they have people that are kind of monitoring that, And the way they're doing it is, um, if your page has too much of that stuff, they're just gonna not advertise on it. So that's gonna hurt some of these guys. Some of them it's not. Some of them it will. But the thing that kind of got me was the one person that I was watching that I know does this, and basically what they said was, those are just words. They don't mean anything to me. If I say, you know, that girl's a bitch, yeah, they are simpletons, WP, but I don't feel comfortable giving them a thumbs down because of it. But yes, I know what you mean. But so anyway, this guy was saying that he was upset because he was losing monetization on his YouTube videos, and that YouTube just didn't understand that those are just words. They don't mean anything. Well, I hate to be the one to bear this message, but words mean a hell of a lot. At least they do to me. And so, but I got to thinking about that. And like I say, the younger generation coming up, you know, not that I'm with one foot in my grave, but the younger generation, it seems to be more prevalent, and they think that way. They don't think there's anything wrong with that kind of speech. But I'm still of the generation that it is. It offends me if somebody, if somebody walked up and said, "Oh, good morning, bitch," to my wife, I'd be very offended. But their attitude is that, well, that's just a word, doesn't mean anything. And that's what this guy was saying, and it wasn't just him. It was several other YouTubers. So, anyway, that's just my little rant. And that's what I did. I got a little carried away the other day. I haven't seen Scorpion tonight, but Scorpion was the one that told me. But I got on a rant one night because I'd had too much caffeine, and I apologized for it the next day. And he said, "Are you kidding? Whenever that happens, you need to do that more often. That's when you're the funniest." And I said, "Oh, well, okay." Scorpion is here. Sorry, Scorp, I didn't see you. Now, look at this. This is terrible. I say one thing about Scorpion and he shows up. How does that happen? I've been on here for an hour and a half and hadn't mentioned Scorpion. I mentioned him one time and there he is. Sorry, I just opened up. I was talking caffeine. I just opened up a Mountain Dew. Is that why you're screaming at me? My tank's empty? Yeah, I know. I didn't see that, Lynn. Sorry. I'm reading Lynn's message to me about the pigs. My tank's empty. As it, nobody, talking about Scorpion being there's nobody yells at his monitor to me more than Scorpion does. And I can hear you guys when you're yelling at me. I know you are. Because I'm sitting here laughing at myself. I told my wife, I said, I just did something so stupid. I bet I got 15 people screaming at me on the other end of this computer here. And it just cracks me up. I just start laughing. Yeah, I know. I drink Dr. Pepper just as much as Mountain Dew, though. And my doctor yells at me every time I see him because I'm not supposed to be drinking any of this stuff. It isn't good for you, I know that. But I used to tell people, look, I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't chase women I can't catch. I can at least have a Mountain Dew once in a while. Come on, give me a break. I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Delicious Gaming. Did I say that right? How you doing, buddy? Is it Delicious Gaming, or did I mispronounce that really bad? Big Hoss has grandkids. I'd have never thought that. Dinner with the family, that's always a good thing. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Scorpion, about Farming Simulator 17. I've had a lot of people sending me comments that I need to watch this and I need to watch that. And there's a couple of YouTubers that already have it, evidently, that have already put out several episodes of it. My comment back to them was, I don't want to see it until I have it in my hands and on my computer. So I purposely have not watched any videos, including the teasers from Giant, because I want to be surprised when I start my game up. Yeah, live streams. Yeah, that's just me. I don't want to do that. I want to get it. Well, I tell you what. When we had our first child, my wife and I went into the doctor. They're going to do, what do they call those things where they can tell what the baby is? I can't remember what they call it. It's like sonar. Look, her stomach looks like a little submarine. We're going to do some sonar and see if there's any mines laying in there. Anyway, whatever it was they did, and I can't remember what they call it. Sorry. But the doctor said, I told the doctor, I said, look, if you do one of those and you can see what the baby is, neither my wife or I want to know. We don't want to know. We're gonna love whatever it is, and we don't need to know and we don't want to know. So please don't tell us. And so in that case, we want to know if everything's okay, but we don't want to see the monitor and we don't want you telling us what it is. So that's kind of the way I am, and I'm that way with my game too. I don't want to see it until it comes out. Yeah, ultrasound, that's it. I heard a little bit by accident, because like I said, I had some commenters come in and tell me a little bit about what they were seeing on live streams, and but I purposely haven't watched anything. I mean, it's going to come out next week. Man, I'm tired of seeding. I hope this is done pretty soon. Look at my shadow out there. I feel like Peter Pan. Sonar. You guys have grandkids. I can't believe that. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. Some of you could probably figure it out. I've had people figure it out. Most of it comes from when I say things like, back in my day, we didn't have duct tape. We used baling wire on the farm. And they'll think, my God, how in the hell old are you? Thanks, Hoss. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later, Red. I'm almost done. A couple more passes. I'll be done with this field. Yeah, I kind of figured you about that age, Scorpion, just from things you've said and that you've watched. I still have an 8-year-old. And actually, yeah, I've got an 8-year-old and let's see, how old's the other one? 6? They're not my kids, though. I'm raising them, almost. They're my grandkids. I just don't say that. Normally I say my 8-year-old. Yeah. Oh, bud. Actually, it's kind of funny because I know a lot of people that actually know how old I am, and they don't think I sound that old. And they don't think I talk that old. I mean, it's not like I run around saying, "Oh, dude." Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, fortunately for me, I don't look my age either. I'll tell you a story. My wife's not here. My wife's away for the evening, and she's not here, so I'll tell you a story. I had a construction guy come over to the house one day, and I was on the phone. I was doing a little bit of business at home. And I was on the phone, and construction guy came to the front. I opened the door, and I was kind of on the phone, busy, and I knew who he was, and I said, "Oh, hi. Yeah, Carol wants you to go to the back of the house on the back deck, and you'll see what it is. You know, she's got the equipment and stuff you need back there, and you'll see what it is. She'll be home in just a minute. She just stepped out and went to the store." And I went back to my business. Well, when she got back, she went to the back, and the guy said, "Oh," she says, "you found what I had for you already." And he says, "Yeah, your son told me where to look." And she came in the house, and she debated. It was about an hour later that she told me this story. She says, "I wasn't going to tell you because I know what you're going to say and what you're going to do." And I just started laughing because I don't look my age. I look about 20 years younger than I am. I always have. Yeah, Scorpion, he's just a baby. Yeah, just kidding, Scorp. I know. Hey, hang on to those 40s. People used to ask, hey, if you could live forever and stay a certain age, what would it be? Hi, Jeremy. Good to see you, buddy. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'd be 20, Oh, I'd stay 18 most of my..." No. If I had to stay a certain age, it'd be in my 40s. It'd be in my 40s, I think. I was too stupid before that. I see some of these things on the news where there was a guy one time went out to change the tire on an old pickup. I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks for asking. Went to change the tires on an old pickup truck, and the lug nuts were a little rusty, and he couldn't get them with the tire iron. So he went inside, and this was on the nightly news. He went inside, got a shotgun, and used the shotgun to in his mind, to loosen the lug nuts. He shot the rim. Well, it's a steel rim. What do you think the little balls in the little things in the shotgun, the pellets, what do you think they did when they hit solid steel? They bounced back and almost took his leg out from under him. And then in the news they said, yeah, a 64-year-old man just about, takes his kneecap off with a shotgun. And I thought, well, wait a minute, how in the hell do you live to be 64 years old and be that stupid? Yeah. So that's why I say, if I had to remain an age, it would be a little bit older. It'd be 40s to 50s, because I was too stupid until then. Well, there is that, Lynn. Yeah, the older you get, especially somebody like me, I used to break horses for a living, so, I busted a few bones. All right, this guy's done, so I don't know what he's doing. I don't see that he's got anything left to do. Let me look at the map. Yeah, he's done. You're toast, buddy. Let me stop him. That away. Victor, South Africa. My goodness, what time is it there? Good to have you. That's what I love about the internet, YouTube. I tell you, when I first started YouTubing, I just about died when I went to the analytics one day and found out that I had people watching me from 93 different countries. And I thought, are you kidding? That's amazing. .2:42 a.m. Well, that's not as bad as I thought, actually. It's almost 6 o'clock p.m. for me on the West Coast. Well, it looks like I'm done with seating. That's a good thing. That seating was getting kind of tiring. What do I put this guy, though? Not a lot of staging area here. I mean, one thing about it, the chicken area over there is really not being used except for chickens. I got my helicopter set up over here. See, there's quite a bit of room here I could use for staging. Chickens just be jumping up on the equipment, though. All right, let's see here. I want to do what do I want to do? Let me get out of here. Let me run time up a little bit. Wait, before I do that, though, do I have any more rented equipment? I don't think so. Oh, I can tell that. I forget I have this key here. Nope, I don't have anything. Somebody asked me today what happened because I started. Hey, Derek. Good to see you, buddy. I had somebody ask me today because at one point I had a mod that was for taking notes. So I could take notes on what I was doing so when I came into the next episode, I could remember what I was doing. And he said, what happened to your note taking? I said, I forgot to make a note to remind me to use the note maker. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. Look at all the money I'm making. Ooh, I slept in. I meant to get up at 6. All right, this isn't going to do me any good, though, because I don't think that the fields have ripened yet. Nope, they haven't. I'm going to have to go in the next day. Jeremy lives in Florida. I think I knew that, Jeremy. I think I knew you lived down that way. I've only been to Florida one time. I went to Disney World down in Florida. I had when I worked for the government, I used to have to go to these conventions and stuff, and we had one in Florida, and so I had to be there for a week on business, and I decided to tag on a vacation and take the wife and kids with me. So while I was in doing my business at these conventions, they got to play, and then when the convention stuff was over, I got to spend another week, and it was all most of it was paid for by the company or by the because I had to be there anyway. 37 degrees Celsius, so we kind of hot. Oh my God, 37! I don't know how to figure that, but that's got to be up over 100 and something. 37, is that like 114 or something? Yeah, Scorpion knows me too well. Yukon, Canada. I got some friends up in 100 Mile House. I think it's called. All right, I'm gonna have to take more time because this isn't long enough. Oh, I'm stuck in my equipment here. Hang on. I need to go where I can see the fields. Which one did I do first? Was it one? No, it wasn't. It was that one down there. Let me run down this way. 98 Fahrenheit? Well, that's hot enough. Do you actually get snow where you're at, Victor? All right, let me run the time up a little bit. Yeah, I hate doing that, but I kind of have to. Otherwise, I've got actually nothing else to do because I just started. See how dark it gets with that real daylight mod? I mean, it gets dark. All right, now I got fog. There we go. Oh, it wants me to start the engine first. What? Yeah, we don't get a lot of snow where I'm at on the coast here. Pretty moderate temperatures. Never seen snow in your life. Yeah, I kind of grew up in an area that had quite a bit of snow. And I kind of miss it. Around Christmas time, holidays, I like it to be kind of snowy, but we don't get weather like that on the coast here much. Yeah, if it snowed where you're at, Victor, you wouldn't know what the heck to do. Hey, Les, the back's getting a little bit better, but I still have. I think I kind of pinched or depressed a. Oh hell, I can't think of it now. A disc. I think that's what I did. My own fault. Thought I was 20 years old again. I was pushing a neighbor's car. Neighbor was moving, and he needed help. Somebody had to steer the car. Why I didn't volunteer to do that, because this guy's in his 20s. I had him sit in the car, and I pushed it out to the street from his yard. It wasn't even in the driveway. It was out in his backyard, and he had to get it out because they'd sold the house that he was renting. And I really hurt my back. So let's see. It'll get better. Things always do. Can't get any worse. Snow looks awesome. I think it is. I kind of like the snow. I kind of like the snow for a couple of reasons. One, and not just snow, but cold weather. I can bundle up if I'm cold, but if it's hot, you can only take so many clothes off. It's still hot. That's just my opinion. But all right, let's see. Goodcrest, that's what it's called. Yeah, I see some of these YouTubers already have 2017. I don't know how they do that, but. All right, this is what field? This is field number 1. So let's do this. I think snow's okay if you live in an area that gets a lot of snow because everybody's prepared for it. Some of these places that don't have a lot of snow or any snow at all, and then all of a sudden they get some, they don't know what the heck to do. Hi, Brian. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm seriously thinking about trying to join those guys in American Truck Simulator. There's a bunch of guys doing a convoy that they're recording. I'm seriously thinking about doing that. I don't know if I'm too late, or I don't know how long they're going to stream. The ice and idiot drivers, yeah, I know. I used to teach my kids when they were learning how to drive, and I said, I only have one rule. You do everything they teach you in driver's ed, but just remember my rule is the most important. And my rule was that you have to really watch me out because everybody else on the road is an idiot. You know, adjust your mirrors, adjust your seats, look both ways, do all the things they tell you to do in driver's ed, but drive a quarter mile ahead and behind and to the right and left because everybody else on the road is an idiot. If you see a turn signal blinking, don't believe it. You know, just be careful. So they'd get in the car and they'd say, okay, what's Dad's rule? Everybody's an idiot, Dad. That's right. I gotta find a truck here. Well, started off kind of bad, Brian. I started the live stream and didn't realize that I had it set on private. And I sat here for 20 minutes all by myself, wondering what the heck was going on until I figured out what happened. And I felt bad about it. I was adding a few extra overlays on my live stream, and I had, for some reason, I was testing it on private, and I thought I had changed it, and evidently I didn't. So I got kind of lonely for a while, but it turned out okay. In the long run, everything worked out. Night, Victor. Thanks, Victor. I appreciate it. I really do. Good to see you on here. I'll wait for this guy a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, did I leave this truck running? I sure did. Let's get him out of here. Whee! Wonder if I can drive over that. I'm gonna get stuck. Oh, yeah. Shoot. I should have known better. Hey, look at him go. I don't even have him in four-wheel drive. I missed thing 1 and thing 2, though. Haven't been using those for. Oh, look! Hey, I've got a little travel trailer back here. Look at that. Cool beans. I guess they call them in other countries caravans. Yeah, it was embarrassing, I tell you, Brian. Especially after I figured out what it was. Well, here, like I said, I'm trying to justify this so I don't feel so bad. I was adding the overlays that you see on the screen, and so I was testing, and I was using 2 computers to do it. And I had, when I finished, and everything was working okay, I went to one computer and I put it on public. Well, that didn't happen to be the computer I actually started the stream on. I forgot I was using both computers, and I was logged into both of them. And I had one set on I had them both set on private. I took one off of private, put it on public. and didn't realize that it wasn't the one I was actually going to be using to do the live stream until about 20 minutes after I started. And I started thinking, I wonder why nobody's here. And so, by then I was thoroughly embarrassed. I kept slugging away, though. Now, wait a minute. Scorpion, you're in Oklahoma. I thought you were in Texas. Here we go. I got a couple of minutes. I said I was going to go till 6 o'clock. I'm really debating about going ahead and ending at 6 like I said I was going to, and trying to get over there and live stream with those guys on American Truck Simulator. Might be kind of fun. Oh, you're on Oklahoma, not in Oklahoma. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I've been playing, I don't know if you heard me, Scorp, but I've been playing an Oregon map for the last 3 or 4 days. Well, I happen to live in Oregon. It looks nothing like Oregon, but that's okay. It's a pretty decent map. I like it. There are too many fences, though. It's kind of hard to play with all the fences. Yeah, I don't know. I might end up streaming more 2015 so that I can finish some of the maps I was playing. I want to finish Graceland, and I want to finish the other one, Ringwoods. I've been concentrating on playing Cherry Hills the last few days. Might do that. Keep live streaming 2015 and finish those maps off. I feel bad that they're not done. Brian, you waiting for 2017? Yeah, there's an Oregon. It's called Oregon Springs. Yeah, I kind of figured it was. I kind of feel bad about Ringwoods because I started playing Ringwoods, and that's the one he kept changing all the time, and I kept having to start it over again, and so I kind of got stubborn about playing it. Ringwoods is the one closest to finishing, though, because I own almost every field, and that's why I want to do a live stream of it and just do one huge harvest. And then that'll be it for Ringwoods. I hate to leave it the way it is. All right, let me dump this stuff. All right, guys, I tell you what, I meant to end this at 6. I think I'm going to. And I'm gonna go over and try to get on the ATS. I don't know how hard it's going to be for me to join it in progress, but I think I'm going to go over there. It might take me a few minutes to get on. If you're interested, keep an eye on my page, and maybe you'll see me streaming. And but that's what I'll do, is I'll just stream with those guys. But anyway, I had fun. I'm glad you all came. Good to see you. Anybody that's new here, good to see you guys. And yeah, I had fun. I'm going to do this again more often now. So yeah, keep your eyes out. I'm going to try to put on a schedule. I want to have a schedule for farming streams and American Truck Simulator streams. I'm going to do some more streams of other games that I don't normally record, but that's probably going to be on my streaming page. I do actually have another YouTube page that I started streaming on. I didn't last very long over there because I stopped streaming about a year and a half or a year and a month ago. But there are some games that I want to just play for fun that have nothing to do with farming or anything else. And you know what I mean? So thanks for your help, Lynn. And I'll see you guys in the funny pages, I guess, on the farm in the next episode. Good evening.